Regreening deserts into grasslands using subsurface micro oasis. Regreening deserts are currently economically unfeasible because tree planting takes large amount of resources like water and fertilizer. In this context, this project proposal targets to search for other alternative low-cost methods for regreening deserts. Nature-based solutions can make desert sand into living soil. This project is directly inspired from nature, which has billions of years of evolutionary knowledge. Natural afforestation of deserts happens by a process called ecological succession. In the beginning, deserts are turned into annual grassland by hardy annual species. After a year, it is turned into perennial grassland, then into shrubland, finally into woody forest. Current desert afforestation efforts are based on the last step, trying to establish a woody forest firsthand. That is one of the key reasons for the limited success of desert afforestation. Grasslands comprise one of Earth's dominant biomes, accounting for up to 40% of its terrestrial area. By mimicking the natural biological succession of a grassland ecosystem, we can create soil, ground cover, biomass, biodiversity, and microclimate. In nature, soil is made by plants and fungus breaking down rocks biologically. Lichens helps to break down rocks slowly, biologically, weathering rocks into sand. Then, different grass species takes up root. First the annual species takes up root. Then the perennial species appear. These hardy grass species can grow in almost any kind of degraded soil. They are capable of growing in almost any weather condition. If there is presence of moisture, they need very little water and nutrients to survive, compared to trees. Since sand particles are already broken down, grasslands are the ideal choice for primary succession in deserts. Then, later into shrubland, and then finally into woody forest. In nature, this process takes hundreds of years. But, with some limited intervention from humans, we can accelerate this natural process into a time frame of a decade or less. By investing on low-tech bio-infrastructures. The primary infrastructure needed for planting grasslands in dry desert conditions are subsurface water retaining ponds with lining for storing water. This lining can be made using natural clay or biodegradable plastic. This lining helps store the rainwater and wastewater away from the heat of the desert and promotes microbial activity. Subsurface micro oasis helps to jump-start the desert ecosystem into grassland ecosystem with virtually zero maintenance. This helps in stopping the evaporation and seepage of scarce water resources. Annual species dies off in summer, but their roots helps create soil and sustain microbiology in the sandy soil. After sufficient amount of soil build up, perennial grass species automatically takes up root. Grass which is planted on these subsurface ponds will act as a micro oasis. Seeds of these grass species will propagate naturally and expand the grassland without further human interventions or inputs. The species selection can be done on the basis of biodiversity. Many grass species from all over the world are capable of surviving and thriving in desert ecosystem. Species from Kerala are great potential candidates for regreening deserts. Because the species in Kerala are capable of growing even in manufactured sand and waste piles. The flora has many diverse species, specialized root systems, and Symbiosis with soil microbes. They are capable of surviving as plant communities in harsh soil conditions like desert. Even native species of Bahrain can be added into this mix. A trail project with random species selection can be done to show the project feasibility within 1 year. The seeds of grass species can be collected along with topsoil from different places in Kerala. A few kilograms of this topsoil contains thousands of seeds of grass and shrubs, along with other small animals and microbes. A trench with 1 meter depth is dug on sandy soil of the desert. This trench is then lined with biodegradable plastic sheet. Then the hole is filled with 0.5 meters of wastewater. The sand dug out is mixed with available biomass. Then, the trench is backfilled, and the top layer is smeared with the imported topsoil from Kerala. Mulching with dry straw will prevent the moisture from escaping. Within a week or so, the seeds of grass will sprout out and starts to establish a small ecosystem of its own. After their reproduction cycle, the seeds will get dispersed near the oasis. These seeds are naturally epigenetically engineered for the conditions of the desert. These new generation of grass species will naturally colonize the surrounding area. The results can be studied and species selection can be done from this research. Since this has not been done anywhere before, only way to get valuable data is to do a pilot project. I hope we can work together to make a green future for our future generations. Thank you for this amazing opportunity.